last night, things went kind of awry, and I lost. They ultimately fixed a lot of shit. So I'm kind of glad last night fucked up. Anyway, we're gonna bring this mic right here up into my face. And we're going to read some poetry. I do have a book called Imaginative Imageries, which I believe it's about like 150 poems. I've written enough to make a second book of another 150. Some are short, some are long, some are short stories, some are very long poems. Some of them, it's very diversified. So, it's Shai Silverstein, man. Shout out to him. He was always an influence on me, and I loved his poetry. Dr. Seuss too. Poetry books were probably my favorite thing as a kid. So, yeah. Without further ado, no much ado, we're just gonna fucking jump into it. So, I did post one on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you guys have Instagram. My name is 48 Sharks. I don't know why I didn't put gaming, but yeah, 48 Sharks. That's the first place that I posted the poem. So I'm going to be reading that one last because that's probably my favorite one, unless I remember one of these that I've written. So anyway, here we go. This one was a kind of like alphabetical poem. So I was trying to like STUVWXYZ type shit. So and I don't know the titles for the poems. I'm just going to read them. I'm not good with titles. I pretty much just call whatever the title. Okay, whatever the first line of the poem is, that's the title. So fuck it. It does not matter. Okay, here we go. So much, and I'm starting at the bottom of the poetry book, by the way, and this is like only halfway through because only half of it saved. So I gotta like re-save everything I've ever written, so that'll take a while. Anyway, here we go. Sorry for so much delay. So much sorrow, too much trouble, underestimating life's undulance, viably trying to vector, why am I such a waste? Xeroxing and huffing my Xylol, yearning for the yonder, I'm zooming cause I'm zonked. Some of these are just... What is worse, wanting to hurt or watching my blood spurt? Maybe like Kurt. Yes, that is far worse. Simply, you see, hurting just works. To say I love you, and for you to say it too, seems almost taboo. But it pierces my heart through and through, for your meaning to be different than mine hurts me, because you don't feel it too. Every morning I wake up to drugs because I wish it would be you in bed with me as snug as a bug. 8 years of loneliness, 8 years of hopelessness, 8 years of madness, 8 years of sadness, 8 years of tragedy, my 8-year-long rhapsody. 8 years is too long, 8 years has left me so gone, 8 years is so wrong, 8 years is too long. I just want to die tonight, to end my life, fuck it all this time. So much dread laying in my bed with the thoughts in my head, they have left me dead. My mind is gone, my heart is torn, my knees are weak, just let it end. Stop the fight, end the strife, stop the plight, stop the fright. This stagnant, stale sorrow, This terrible, tragic terror, the unbearable feelings untangible. You don't know where one goes when he's got no one, nothing, nothing but time, when time and words and nothing else but rhymes. However, even words can't save a poet, you know it, don't fake it. Some of us humans just literally can't take it. And as I boldly state, reeling my mental fray, the ground does quake with nowhere to escape. I just literally want to die tonight, to end my life. Fuck it all this time. I tried to write tonight, but despite the one, I'm blocked, I'm void, dried like a sponge, frustrated and annoyed. I need to write, so I begin to whine. This lack of words make me feel not fine. I need the text, I need it to make me better. I stretch out my neck and type up some letters. I know not where I go, but a vein's been struck. My expressions start to flow like a rubber band around my arm, the heroin in the needle. These poems are my drugs. Without them, I am nothing more than a human with a needle in my arm. A lot of these I could have done better on. It's 2 a.m. and here I am, here. She is there. She says no. I say yes. She's stubborn. She's constant. She's crazy. I'm on it, not lazy. But she'll change her mind. She'll see it right. It might take some time, so I'll sit down and unwind. I'm patient, I'm stubborn, I'm crawling, getting rug burns. When will you finally believe me? When will you see that I see you as truly magnifique? Manic but modest, brilliant but bashful. He wants, he sees, he hunts, he breathes. She runs, she speeds, it's fun, she leads. They tear down the trees and break down the brush. Primal rage, a primal age, giving in, wearing thin. These two in the forest, running through and through, from here to there and there to here. They claw and climb at each other's spines. It feels so much, love given so rough. But as they play, they feel this craze. It feels okay, but for only them, it's time that fades. The second I feel it, I write it. It's easier to think and rhyme than to think and try. And when I talk to you, I feel, therefore I write. I told you, you're my muse. I found my reflector. I'm going to respect her. She's so fine, this love, I'll erect her. I'll make her mine. I need her. I gotta build her up, never break her down. I'm gonna build her so strong she'll never drown. We're the same, our brains, we're both insane. We're feeling everything, it's not in vain. These are the same, and these are the feelings that you do not refrain from, because these are the feelings that are good, so contain some. I wish for the day that I can say something more than adore, maybe I love, and end it with you to say never adieu. She is the one who pulled me from my funk, the one who said run, Forrest, run, the one who removed the bullet from the gun. She is the one who makes my life seem fun, the one who makes me want to run, the one I looked at, I fell then spun. She is the one that makes it so easy, the one who isn't sleazy, and also the one who teases me. She is the one who said not to jump, the one who said hello, come, the one who is there, the one who seems to care. She is the one. It's dark. She walks. It's night. She strides. The air, the trees, this girl I need. She walks, and I wish to talk, but there she is. She walks, but alas, a boy calls. He talks, and he talks, and he talks as he talks. He talks as she walks, and she walks as he talks. As she walks, she suddenly stops. A yell, a cry, a scream, two guys. They fight as she strides by. A panic, she's steady, I worry, but she's ready. It's dark, the air, the trees, just her and me on a call. As we continued onward, there was such honor when I talked to her. She tells me, don't worry, I tell her I worry. It's dark, the air, the trees, just her and me. I hope she will make it home to her garden gnome, or even this poem. But most of all, after this call, I hope she is safe. I shiver and quiver, the feelings hit me in my liver. She's the best, but not like the rest. She knows how to deliver, she will make me feel like a winner, the epitome of loving me. I feel an ease when we speak. I do attest, I do confess, there is no stress. She makes me happy. She makes me right. It feels just so, feels ripe. I feel a lot, I feel a ton. I used to rot, but now I'm done. I don't want to miss her. My only want is just to kiss her. But first she'll make me this mister of shivering and quiver till these feelings again hit my secondary liver. The tides have turned, my feelings been churned, and my skin's been burned. Everything has passed, everything is past. Now is now, now I see. She's the one that I feel like I've earned. This poet's poems are composed from a pile of dope, then overthrown by the brew, grinded down with feelings in tune. He gets real high, he begins to write. Why, oh why, must he be so high? Night after night, I don't even try. The feelings are felt as intoxication is dealt. For a while I feel well, then I crash into my hell. Night after night with my high at its height, I feel grand, I feel great, I feel worse. All the weight, but wait. What is this? Something coming from the mist, something I missed, a woman being, a woman, a being, maybe I'll call her my miss. She glides, she flies, she rids my high, I can see her might as she ends my plight. She ends the binge, nice and neat, she feels, she helps, she makes me weak, I listen and I look, I'm reading her like she's a book. Why is she here? Why is she near? This place we're in, a place within. I'm far from shore, a place forlorn. My high is gone, my intention is on, my interest is piqued. Why, miss, this land, it's so bleak. She said, I believe you're different. My inference, you're indifferent. I said, the landscape has vastly changed. She's looking at me, vastly deranged, but her mind isn't changed. She frees me from my chains. I've become free, unchained. I use my diction to state my new addiction of her. I can see the woman is really nonfiction. She came from nowhere in my time of need. Now she's everywhere. I'm significantly pleased. Let's venture off. Let's adventure lots. Let's do these things. Miss, you've become my rock. Ooh. Alright, this is the first short story I've ran into. So after this, I'm going to recite the most recent poem that I've written. And then we're going to end this just because I want to keep everything consolidated. So this one's kind of cool. I forgot what this one's called. Okay. Quote unquote in italics. It's cold down here. In my mind, things are dark and cloudy. My soul sits at the bottom of the ocean, waiting to be pulled out. Main poem. Main short story. And even though she was waiting to be pulled out, she felt a pull on her finger. Among the abyss, a red string became illuminated. It drew up to the top of the ocean, which had just a moment ago had been out of sight. She looked at the string tied to her finger, and as she was on the brink of blacking out, she suddenly remembered something as she read before she went on this trip. I'm messing this up. Hang on. Let me restart. And even though she was waiting to be pulled out, she felt a pull on her finger. Among the abyss, a red string became illuminated. It drew up to the top of the ocean, which had just a moment ago been out of sight. She looked at the string tied to her finger, and as she was on the brink of blacking out, she suddenly remembered something she read before she began this trip. Souls that are destined to be with each other are tied to each other with a red string of fate and bound by it so they never get lost from each other. She felt calm, and at this moment, the girl felt a zooming relaxation over her. She knew it wasn't because she was out of oxygen, but rather because she knew why the string led to the top of the ocean. It was him. He had come to rescue her. He came from this abyss, led by the string. He brought her a boat made purely of his own will and perseverance, and it was guided by the red string that was tied to her finger. The guy looks off the edge of his boat and gazes down into the black abyss. He sees her floating, and she sees the string going straight to the top. As he dives in, he didn't even think to take a breath before jumping. He just leapt into the water and swam down as fast and as hard as he could swim, using the red string to illuminate his way. He swims and swims, then he finally gets a glimpse of her. Lying on the sea floor, there she is on the bottom of the abyss. Even in such a horrific situation, her beauty pulsates through the water towards him. He grabs her, and as he nearly is fainting out from the lack of oxygen himself, he leaps off the floor and jumps up from the abyss to gain speed, floating upward faster and faster, swimming upward frantically with her in his arms, as fast as he can, with all the strength in the air he has left. They make it. They breach the surface with a gasp. He breathes like a whale. He brings her onto the boat and lays her down. She still hasn't taken a breath. He puts his lips to hers and begins to try to resuscitate her. Nothing happens. He tries again. She coughs up water and is able to speak. Thankfully, she thanks him with a hoarse, water-ridden voice. He tells her to rest. Don't speak. Just relax. Take it easy. He tells her that he's searched far and wide for her and that he's never given up. He tells her not to worry and that he will take care of her. She passes out from exhaustion. The guy gently lifts her up and carries her. He sits her down on the bed with her in the lower level of the boat. Laying her head down on his lap, he softly strokes her hair as she sleeps. Her smile in her dreams lets him know that she was always waiting for him and he was always waiting for her. He looks back, always knowing that he'd always find her. And while he was watching her sleep, she silently smiled inside her head, knowing that she was safe. I could have edited that one a lot better. I really could have. I could have done better than that. I had an idea for that. I mean, there's a picture. And I misread a lot of that shit. I have a habit of misreading and adding and removing shit, like editing as I read. So anyway, hope you guys like that one. And here is where I will end this poetry jam with you guys. This is the most recent one I've written. It's on my Instagram. It's on my Twitch. Well, it's about to be on my Twitch. It's on my YouTube and my Instagram. It was pretty cool. So, it's more like a song, but it's still a poem. So, anyway, here we go. Lately, I've been kind of feeling like life is siphoning my soul like a $20 bitch, letting me hit it in all holes. Like, this shit's eating me up and devouring my goals. I try and keep my chin up to breathe. I raise it high. I'm a piece looking to be whole. I believe in it no matter how down and out or feeling like trash I am in it. I run with it. I do get it and I have fun with it. You don't know until you know it. So until you get it, you just won't. Don't try and force it. It takes time. Just sit back. Be patient. Yes, you're going to have to wait, kid. It doesn't come as easy. It's not cake. It takes time and effort and self-love and contemplation. You speed it up, but you'll fuck it up and your intent's all wasted. Yeah, you could then replace it, but again, just wait and be patient. It's always okay to watch and learn the ways, kid. You don't have to learn everything from the mistakes, just like the ways that we did. Pay attention and trust yourself. I promise you'll make it. So, that's my poetry jam. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I should probably rename it Poetry Jam. Not bad. Uncut Poetry Jam. Cool. There we go. Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys for following. I appreciate you guys for watching and listening. All it takes is one video to change one person's mind. So, fuck it. You know, it's whatever. I enjoy doing this. It's not a career, it's a hobby. You can't do this as a career because 99% of the world is trying to do the same thing. So it's just not going to work out that way. You got to be unique and diverse and honest and true, and you got to be you, cuz everybody else is a fucking character. That shit's not entertaining anymore. Like, we know what clickbait is. It's not new. But being honest and true, that almost is new in a way in 2020. Like, fuck, so many opinions and so much judgment and all that fucked up shit. Like, get over it. Fuck it. I'm really honestly not even trying to rhyme. It's just kind of like happening. That's what happens when I do poems. But yeah, man, you know, we're humans. We do things. It's all cool, man. Just try to be positive and don't forget, we're all either gonna rise together or else we're all just gonna fall apart. So think smart, baby. Peace. Ooh, almost forgot. There's a $50 giveaway that we're doing once we hit a $50 donation goal. Once the goal bar hits $50, I'm gonna buy 5 $10 gift cards for anybody that is following Ross Fisk and myself, as well as chatting in my chat and also his chat the day that we hold the raffle. So let's get that. Like, let's support the community, bro. We're not famous enough to take your money, so let's invest some money and invest it back in the community, baby. I'm just a channel and a medium for you guys to express your love towards each other. So again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear, what you want more of. If you want me to write poems about certain topics, if you want me to make you a shirt and send it to you, I'll still put it 100% of that towards the fucking viewer. So it'll probably be like $5 or less for shipping, and then like probably $10. No, probably like $5 for the shirt, because I gotta buy a pack. So once I buy it, yeah, I'll let's say $7 per shirt. That would work, because I could send these in an envelope. So I'll write whatever you want. I could write a poem on a fucking shirt. I don't care. So yeah, man. Again, for the third time, finally ending it. Give me a little bit. I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna start doing Call of Duty. I just wanted to get this out there. So definitely appreciate you guys for the 4th time. Oh my god, so humbly. Thank you, and please hit that follow button.